Hi, I'm Alex. Today we're going to learn about the mat work in MBS area. So I'm putting my sunglasses on just in case I don't attacked by the sun. I put my mat on here. I'm going to lie down and back in supine position right away. Okay? Pulling my hair tie down so I can do the inversion exercise. Okay. Lying down in supine position. Today, we'll try some scissors in the air, bicycle in the air, and counterbalance. Why not? I will add some slow double leg stretch in that inversion exercise. Here we go. Imprint pelvis, legs tabletop, reach my legs towards diagonal. I flex my hips and roll over. Keeping the weight on the thoracic spine area, then I place my hands on the lower back. Keeping my legs parallel to floor, now I'm going to extend my hips in the jackknife position. Okay, this is the intro version of my scissors in the air. Now breathe in to stay. Exhale, extend one hip while flexing my other hip in that scissors. But I want to make sure both posterior chain and anterior chain working properly to balance myself to avoid any rotation happening from the torso or pelvis. Pull, reach further and passing through center. Exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. One more set. And the other leg. Then I'm going to start the bicycle movement right away. Okay, knee flexion, hip flexion, knee extension, hip extension of my opposite leg. So there's a counter movement from that other segment and the other segment to complete the movement. And I'm gonna try reverse. Knee flexion, hip extension, knee extension, hip flexion of my opposite leg. So we need to really differentiate the movement in that dynamic stability of my torso and pelvis to avoid imbalance of my body. Then I'm going to keep my legs together. Slow double leg stretch. I'm turning my hips laterally to start. I inhale, flex my hips, knees in the diamond shape in froggy position. Knee extension, hip circumduction only as far as I can maintain the posterior pelvic tilt in that hamstring connection. Then I'm going to plantar flex my ankle to finish the movement. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Hip, knee flexion, knee extension, hip extension, hip circumduction in that dorsiflexion, and plantar flexion. Okay, then I'm going to try reverse. Circle, hip extension, hip flexion, circumduct through the hip joint, connect through the hamstring, and flex my knees. Okay, then I try again. Knee extension, circumduct through the hip joint. Then I'm going to plantar flex my ankles and hip knee flexion to lower. Knee extension, circumduct through the hip joint, plantar flex, ankle in that posterior chain connection, then hip knee flexion to complete the movement. Okay, then I extend my legs, bring legs back to parallel, and then I'm going to lower my hands down to support my torso with my posterior chain of my shoulders, which is my shoulder extensors. Oh, my mat is still in that thumb area. Not okay, I cannot see that. Then I'm slowly keeping that toes reaching in the diagonal and roll down. And reach legs towards diagonal and complete the movement. I lower legs down only as low as I can maintain that pelvic stability. Okay? That was your scissors in the air, bicycle in the air, and slow double leg stretch in inversion exercise. Okay. And moving on. So we're gonna move on to counterbalance. Counterbalance requires a lot of stability our torso and pelvis because the arm will be in a longer lever. So what I'm gonna say is this. So I need a complete torso pelvic stability in the long lever while increasing my arms in that higher position. So my arms will be in overhead position at this point. I'm imprinting my pelvis, legs towards diagonal. My arms here, breathe in. Exhale to roll over. Reach legs towards ceiling. And I bring one leg, pull, pull. As soon as I extend my hip, I flex my hip, pull, pull while keeping weight on the shoulders, pull, pull. Hip knee extension while keeping torso pelvic stability. Reach through the toes while flexing my hips. I'm checking my pelvis if it's still square in the posterior pelvic tilt. And then both legs towards ceiling. In that jackknife position, then I start to roll through that imprint down, down, down. Okay? All of that hip flexion in a micro hip flexion. And then lower legs down only as low as I can. Maintain that imprint position. I flex my one knee and bring up in that position. Okay, so that was your counterbalance. So that was a progression from the scissors in the air, bicycle in the air, slow double leg stretch. While keeping the dynamic stability in that movement, why not we do that counterbalance, which is a long lever in a sagittal plane. You can challenge yourself in that full whole body integration. I hope you enjoyed this video and I see you soon again.